Well, hello, kitties. It's your old friend Starbuck back with some more fun for Halloween. Coming up this evening, we have 3 fantastic old-time radio horror shows. And the first is They Who Sleep. This was an episode of The Mysterious Traveler that aired in January of 1945. And it tells the story of Helen Vaughn. Helen Vaughn is an ugly woman, but she will go to no short lengths to ensure she regains beauty. So sit back and enjoy, kiddies. The Mysterious Traveler on Antiquity Radio's 8 Weeks of Halloween.
Mysterious Traveler.
This is the Mysterious Traveler, inviting you to join me on another journey into the realm of the strange and the terrifying. I hope you will enjoy the trip, that it will thrill you a little and chill you a little. So settle back, get a good grip on your nerves, and be comfortable, if you can. Where are we going? Why, we're going to visit a man who could change the soul of a human being from one body into another, in a story I call They Who Sleep. My story begins late one foggy night in a dingy little room in the slum section of a great city. The occupant of the room, a small man, white-haired, his cheeks hollow from hunger, has just admitted a visitor whom he does not know and whom he is trying to send away. An expensively dressed young woman with a heavy veil hiding her face.
But, my child, it cannot be me to whom you wish to speak. You have made some mistake.
I haven't made any mistake. I've been hunting for you for days. I spent a good deal of money tracing you here.
But I do not understand. Why should you wish to find me, Alexander Thomas, a penniless old man
You did not always use the name Alexander Thomas. Once you called yourself Chadwin the Great, hypnotist beyond compare.
Chadwin the Great?
Yes.
I once used that name. But Chadwin the Great no longer exists. I am only Alexander Thomas now.
Listen to me, Chadwin. We've met before. 10 years ago, you gave a performance at the Bijou Theater.
There are so many Bijou theaters.
You asked for volunteers to be hypnotized. I came up on the stage. I and my sister Rose. You hypnotized her easily, but you could not hypnotize me.
There were so many, I cannot remember.
No, but you can remember this newspaper clipping.
That old story from the newspapers? Where did you get it?
It says that you, Chadwin the Great, once performed the experiment of exchanging 2 men's souls. By the use of secret drugs and your great powers of hypnotism, you transferred one man's soul into another man's body.
You cannot believe all the newspapers say.
But you did this before witnesses. And one of the 2 men died. You went to prison for 5 years for manslaughter.
Why do you come here to remind an old man of his tragedies? Go, please. Leave me alone.
No, Chadwin. For years I've kept this clipping, for years. Never knowing what impulse made me tear it out and save it. Until last week I found it again. And then I knew.
You speak not like a woman, but like a soul possessed by devils.
Perhaps I am. So you can transfer souls from one body to another?
No, I cannot.
How much would you charge to do it again?
Do not ask that of me. I am old. I have been in prison.
How much, Chadwin? Could you put my soul into another's body for $10,000?
$10,000?
Yes. Then you could live like a man again, not like a starving animal in this hovel.
Once before I tampered with the eternal laws, I paid the penalty. And so did one of those I experimented upon.
But which one, Chadwin?
Which one? He died. The other, the strong soul in its new body, lived.
Ah, then I am ready. When can you do it? Tomorrow night?
But, my child, why should you risk your life for that which cannot be, which was not meant to be?
Look, Chadwin, I shall raise my veil. Would you call me beautiful? Even pretty? No. I'm ugly.
You are not ugly. Your face is strong. But if it were not twisted by bitterness...
Enough of talking. How can you know what it means to a woman to be ugly? To lose the man you love to a woman you hate? Because you are plain, and she is so beautiful. Chadwin, will you do as I ask?
To help you change with one who is beautiful. To help you to be loved for just a little. My child, perhaps it is not such a great wickedness to do that.
And you'll do it?
But it is only for a little while. You must understand that. For 10 days, no more. Then the laws which cannot be violated with impunity require that your soul must return to your body.
It's enough. It's all I want, Chadwin.
Very well. I have here a small bottle. Here. Take it. Guard it carefully. When the moment comes, she, the other, must drink it in water.
Yes. It will be easy.
She will drift off to sleep. Then you must come to me. But not here. It would not be safe.
Never mind. I know the place. The safest in the world.
Very well. The exchange will be made, and I will see that she, in your body, slumbers dreamlessly. After 10 days, she will wake and be herself again, with no memory whatever of what has happened. And now, Miss...
Vaughn. Helen Vaughn.
Now, Miss Vaughn, who is this beautiful one with whom you would change places?
The girl who just married the man I love. My sister, Rose Vaughn. Good morning, Bessie.
Good morning, Miss Helen.
Where's Miss Rose? She's gone downstairs yet?
Mrs. Tabor, you must learn to say now, Miss Helen.
Mrs. Tabor, then.
She's in her room, Miss Helen.
Is Mr. Tabor with her?
Yes, he is.
All right, Bessie, thank you.
Helen, is that you? We thought we heard your voice. Come on in. Leonard's just leaving for the office.
Good morning, Helen. How's the best sister-in-law I ever had?
Hello, Rose. Leonard.
Darling, what's the matter?
I know. Did you hear what time this young lady got in last night? It must have been quite a party.
Leonard, I hope you aren't keeping tabs on Helen.
No, but I did hear the clock strike 3 just as her door closed. Well, me for the office. First, a goodbye kiss. Oh, gosh. I sure picked myself a beautiful wife.
Oh, run along, you silly.
Bye, Helen. Got a sisterly kiss for me?
Leonard, don't put your arms around me, please.
Well, there's sisterly affection for you. You'd think she hated me.
Oh, run along, Leonard. They probably need you downtown to polish off a big deal.
Yeah, they probably do at that. Okay, I'm on the way. Bye, you two.
Bye, darling. Well, Helen, you are in a mood this morning.
I just think you two carry this lovey-dovey business to a ridiculous extreme.
Helen, it's as if... Well, as if you dislike seeing Leonard kiss me.
You don't have to be constantly kissing him in front of other people, do you?
Helen, oh, my dear, I didn't realize.
Didn't realize what?
Didn't realize it. Oh, Helen, darling, believe me, someday the man will come along who will mean just as much to you as Leonard does to me. You'll find him. I'll help you find him. Listen, I'll give some parties and invite a lot of you.
Go ahead, Rose. Let go of me. Don't go gushing over me, you idiot.
Helen, how can you be so cruel?
Oh, stop sniveling like that.
I'm sorry, Helen, but you're always so sharp when anybody tries to be nice to you.
And you're always so nice to everybody, so soft, so sweet. Oh, I'm sorry, Rose. I always forget how the least quarrel upsets you. Well, here. Drink this, Rose. There's a sedative in it. Something quite harmless. It'll soothe your nerves.
Oh, all right. Oh, nasty stuff.
Now lie down in your bed. That's it. Just a few moments now, and you'll be drifting off to slumberland, my beautiful sister.
Oh, it is quick, isn't it? Feel drowsy already.
You do?
Uh,
And you must give in to the feeling, you hear? Don't fight it.
I feel so queer. As though I were on a boat. A little boat.
Rose? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, Helen, I hear you. You seem such a long ways away. Such a long way.
Rose? You're to come to me when I call you. Do you hear? You're to sleep for a while. Then when I call, no matter where I am, you're to come to me.
Yes, I'll come to you. I'll...
She's asleep. Chadwin's drug is working. The rain! Come. Well, let it rain. Yes, let the skies open and drench the earth. Let the rain fall like a curtain, like a cloak to hide the rebirth of Helen Vaughn.
Leaving her sister Rose in a slumber so deep it was almost death-like, Helen Vaughn hurried to her room. There she wrote a note addressed to Rose and Leonard, explaining that she had decided suddenly to go off by herself on a trip to Mexico, and that they would probably not hear from her for some time. Then she put on her hat and coat and slipped out. All day she waited in a hotel. Then when night came, she picked up Chadwin the Great in a rented car and drove him through the storm into a spot well outside the city, where she turned into an ancient cemetery. There she brought the car to a stop before a low building of white marble over which ivy and moss had grown for many years. With a heavy key, she opened the massive padlock, and they entered, shutting the door behind them.
The air in this old mausoleum is dank odor of a charnel house.
But where else could the living lie asleep, peaceful and undisturbed, as safely as here among the sleeping dead?
No, I will not go through with
You
it.
already have your money. You cannot back out now.
Then in heaven's name, let us be finished quickly.
Quickly, yes. The storm should hide the car from the cemetery guards, but we must take no chances. Now, here's the flashlight I brought. I'll turn it on. Look there, Chadwin, at the tiers of compartments this tiny stone building holds. Each compartment with its iron door, each holding within it a coffin in which lies the dust of a Vaughn.
I see them, yes. 12 of them.
This one, here on the bottom, is empty. Meant someday to hold the body of Helen Vaughn. Tonight it shall receive her.
No, this is madness.
I'll open it. There. See that narrow, dark compartment? So small, so quiet, so restful, so safe from disturbance. In it for the next 10 days shall rest my body, holding the soul of my sister Rose.
No, there must be some other way.
None that is safe. While my body sleeps and I am absent from it, it must be where no one can find it. And here, no one ever will.
I do not like it.
Hold the light. I'll slide into it. It's quite roomy enough. The stone is chilly, but what matters that to one who is asleep? Going.
Rose Vaughn, hear me. Enter the body that awaits you here. Enter quickly and wait.
The cold dark Helen.
There is nothing to fear. Sleep, my child.
Yes, I see.
Quickly, Chadwin closed and latched the iron door of the compartment, slipped from the mausoleum, snapped the padlock on the huge door again, and was gone. At the same time, back in the big house in the city, the frantic Leonard paced the floor, waiting for some change in the condition of his wife, Rose, who all day had been in a strange stupor from which nothing could arouse her.
There. Doesn't she look better?
Yes, I think she does.
She's waking up.
Rose, darling, don't be frightened.
Why, Leonard.
Yes, of course it's me. Who did you think it was going to be?
I don't know. I was startled. I guess I must have been dreaming.
Rose, what's happened to you? Why, your voice sounds just like Helen's.
Really, Leonard? That's odd. Perhaps I'm catching a cold.
No. Now you sound like yourself again. But for a moment, I'd have sworn it was Helen speaking. Oh, I guess I've been so worried I'm just imagining things.
Oh, Leonard, hold me close. Close, darling, close.
Always, Rose. Always.
Always. Yes, always. She'll never have you back. Never.
What are you saying, Rose?
I was just thinking of how much I love you. So much that I'll never let anything take you away from me. Never.
In the days that followed, Leonard found his beautiful wife, Rose, strangely changed.
You've been different somehow these last 10 days. In fact, ever since Helen went away so unexpectedly.
Have I, Leonard? How?
Well, you've been gayer, more headstrong, too. It's almost as if you'd acquired a whole new character.
Well, perhaps I have. And how do you like this new wife of yours?
Well, I do, and I...
Don't?
Oh, please, I don't mean it. It's just that... Well, I was so in love with the old Rose, it's a little hard to get used to the new. And all these bills that you're running up. Why, that's not like the Rose you used to be.
Oh, Leonard, I do hope you're not too mad at me because...
Well, what is it this time? Another fur coat?
Worse than that. We're going to give a party.
Another? Why, that's 3 in 10 days. Rose, I forbid it.
You can't, Leonard, because I've invited everybody already.
Rose, it's so unlike you. Why, you act more like Helen than like yourself these days.
Never mind, darling. You'll get used to the change in me. In time.
Ignoring her husband's displeasure, Rose, or should I say, Helen, went ahead with her plans for a party that night. And when early in the evening, a small, gray-haired man presented himself at the door and asked for her, he sent word by Bessie that she would not see him.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chadwin. Mrs. Tabor says she cannot see you. She says she does not know anyone named Chadwin.
But she does. 10 days ago I was here. I gave you an envelope for her. It had a key in it. Oh, surely you remember?
Yes, but just the same, she says she doesn't know you. Now, please go, or I'll have to call an officer.
Did you tell her what I said? This was a tense day?
Yes, and she said she had no idea what you were talking about.
All right. I'm going. I must do what I can by myself.
And while the gay party went on, miles away in the old cemetery, Chadwin the Great worked frantically with a hammer and chisel to force the padlock on the door of the mausoleum in which, unknown to the world, a sleeping girl lay hidden.
Look, got to get it open. Won't let me into our house. Won't even talk to me. Won't let me warn her. She won't. What is that? Dog's coming this way.
There he is. Somebody trying to break into the barn mausoleum.
The guards. I must run quick.
Look out, he's getting away. Hey, you brave brother. You little somebody.
They missed me. Got to get back to town. I must warn her. She's got to know. Miss Warren, thank heaven this time you heeded my message.
I won't have you coming around to my house this way, do you hear? You must never come here again.
But you do not understand. The 10 days is up tonight. Now. Your time is over.
Are you trying to scare me, Chadwin? To get more money from me?
Money? No. I am just trying to tell you. It was understood 10 days only. More is not allowed.
You fool! Do you think I ever intended to give up Rose's body once I had it? In that narrow crypt in the tightly locked mausoleum, my body has long since died from lack of air. And Rose has died with it. But I remain alive.
So, that is what you planned. I should have guessed. But it is not so. Your body is not dead. It is in a sleep so deep that it scarcely breathes. Needs no food, no water. But sometime tonight the dog will wear off, and your sister Rose will claim her body again, while you, Helen Vaughn, will wake to find yourself locked within a burial crypt.
No. No, it's not true.
It is true. And you will not be asleep. You will be awake, needing air, and there will be no air.
You're just trying to frighten me.
Tonight I tried to open the tomb to save you. I was driven away by guards with dogs.
But what can I do?
Only if we can reach the tomb in time to open it can you be saved.
And we must go now. I'll get the key. And we must hurry. Hurry!
There's the mausoleum, Miss Vaughn. Pray heaven the guards are not waiting.
They won't be. We fooled them by leaving the car outside and walking up this back path. Now hurry, Chet.
What is it, Miss Vaughn?
I don't know. For a moment, I felt so dizzy.
It's Rose, trying to return to her body. We cannot waste an instant.
Hold me up. Something is pulling at me, tugging at me.
Darling, where are you?
She's speaking through her own lips.
No, not yet. Go back, you hear me, Rose? Go back.
Here's the mausoleum. The key. Give me the key.
Here it is. Quickly. She's pushing at me so hard.
No.
Help me. Everything is so dark. Where are you?
Go back. Go back, I say. Chedwin, have you got the lock out yet?
It won't unlock.
It must.
They put a new padlock on. Oh, dear heavens, they've changed the lock.
Darling, help me.
No. It's getting dark. Dark.
It's hopeless. We cannot enter.
Darling, where are you?
No. We can't both be in the same body. Go back.
Darling, I'm trying.
Don't force me out.
Help me.
Go back where you were.
Help me.
Wait, Rose, wait.
Help me. Helen. No, don't. Rose, you mustn't. You mustn't.
The guards, they're coming back.
Where am I? What's happened to me?
Sleep, child. Sleep a little longer and wake without memories.
Please. Yes.
For Herodes, I can do nothing now. And the guards, they must not catch me. They must not.
There he is. We got him this time. Holy cats. It's a girl.
It's Mrs. Tabor. Asleep on the steps of her own family mausoleum.
Say, we got to get her out of here. Help me lift her out.
Hey, wait. Did you hear something then? Like somebody calling a long ways off? Listen. Did you hear anything?
Nah, I can't hear anything. It's the wind. Come on, we got to phone Miss Tabor's husband. She may be sick. Come on now, no time to lose.
Rose, do you remember anything about a man named Chadwin?
Chadwin? No, I don't, Leonard.
Well, Bessie says he called several times last week to see you. The last time was the night of the party. You're sure you don't remember him?
No, Leonard. I'm sorry,
Oh,
but...
it's all right, darling. I just thought maybe you might have begun to remember some of the things that happened during those 10 days when you, well, weren't yourself.
It's so strange. As if my mind had been asleep the whole time. Is there something about Chadwin in the paper?
He committed suicide last night.
Oh.
His body was found near the old family mausoleum. He left a mysterious note saying he was paying for some transgression.
How strange.
I wondered if he could have given us any clue as to how you came to leave the party so suddenly that night and drive to the cemetery. Oh, but it's all over now and not worth worrying about.
I'd remember if I could, but when I try, I become suddenly frightened and feel as if I were locked in some dark, tiny space where I can't breathe.
All right now, darling, all right. Let's forget the whole thing. Now, let's see what came in the morning mail. Maybe there's a letter from Helen. You know, it's high time we were hearing from her. She's really not acting much like a sister, being gone so long and not even writing a letter to know where she is.
This is the mysterious traveler again. I'm afraid Leonard and Rose are going to have to wait a long time for a letter from Helen. In fact, I'll be very much surprised if they ever get one. I suppose it'll never occur to them to look in the old mausoleum. In fact, since they both feel a distinct aversion to going near it, it may never be opened again. But I don't suppose that'll make much difference to Helen. Now, if you were wishing you could step into somebody else's shoes, maybe what happened to Helen will make you change your mind. You know, I knew a man once who he stole somebody else's body, only to discover when it was too late that he... Oh, you're getting off here? Well, perhaps we'll meet again soon. I take this same train every week at this same time.
You have just heard Chapter 55 of The Mysterious Traveler, a series of dramas of the strange and terrifying. In tonight's story, They Who Sleep, Philip Clark played Chadwin, Gertrude Warner played Helen, and Helen Clare played Rose. The Mysterious Traveler is written by Bob Arthur and David Cogan. Original music is played by Henry Silverne, and the entire production is under the direction of Jock McGregor. Listen next week to a tale titled
Escape Through Time.
Another Tale of the Mysterious Traveler. The Mysterious Traveler is presented by WOR Mutual from the WOR studios in New York. This is Mutual.
How did you like that one, kiddies? Coming up next, we have an episode of Lights Out. Although you may remember it as The Devil and Mr. O if listening to one of the syndicated programs. The story is called Poltergeist, or, in some cases, Gravestone. In it, Edna's father had told her that if you danced on a grave, the poltergeist would come. So we're going to play Poltergeist on Lights Out here on Antiquity Radio. This episode aired December 16th, 1936. So enjoy.
Lights out for the devil and Mr. O. It is later than you think. Turn out your lights now. the supernatural and the supernormal, dramatizing the fantasies and the mysteries of the unknown. We tell you this frankly so that if you wish to avoid the excitement and tension of these imaginative plays, we urge you calmly but sincerely to turn off your radio now. This is Mr. O, Arch Obler. Our play today is titled Gravestone. Need I say more? We bring it to you after a message from your station.
Inner Sanctum Mystery.
Hello, this is your host, welcoming you through the squeaking door. Not for a half hour of terror, but to tell you about Radio Nostalgia Magazine. Radio Nostalgia Magazine is a must for old-time radio fans. It's the magazine with many photos and stories of old-time radio and its stars. Our current issue features a 16-page article on The Shadow. All subscribers will get a free Captain Midnight decoder badge, a Captain Midnight Flight Patrol membership, and a Flight Commander certificate from the Secret Squadron. To get your copy, send $1.50 in check or money order to Radio Nostalgia, Box 8007R, Union City, New Jersey, 07087. That's Radio Nostalgia, Box 8007R, Union City, New Jersey, zip 07087. Send now and get a free 8x10 photo of the Lone Ranger and Tonto, boys and girls.
And now, if you haven't already done so, turn off your lights, fasten your safety belts, and off we go on a holiday titled Gravestone.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, that was swell. Now let's go to town. St. Louis woman with her diamond ring, kicking that man around.
No, stop that, Kay.
What's the matter? Am I scaring the horse?
Oh, it seems like a sacrilege singing a song like that out here. This beautiful, clean snow and blue sky.
Well, what's wrong with a hot song to keep us warm? If you think the St. Louis blues is going to dirty up the snow, you ought to hear Frankie and Johnny the way I sing it.
Oh, stop it, Kay. You're not funny at all. Why can't you enjoy the fresh air without that cabaret sort of thing?
Oh, just an old-fashioned gal, eh, Florence? How about you, Edna? Don't you like my songs either? You haven't said anything for the last 5 minutes.
Well, I haven't been listening to you, to tell the truth. I love to watch the snow sort of flow along under the sleigh.
When you say that, gal, smile. Gosh, did you ever see more snow in your life?
The man at the hotel said it had been snowing on and off up here for 2 weeks.
I think coming out here to the country's the best thing we three have done since we started rooming together. Hiking in the snow's terribly healthy.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. The healthier I get, the worse I feel.
Crazy idiot.
She does say the funniest things, doesn't she? I always say that Kay ought to...
Whoa!
Hallelujah, we're here. Is this as far as we go, driver?
That's right, miss. Can't go no further down this road account of the drift.
Oh, my goodness. The drifts are too deep for a horse. How can we walk through them?
I second the motion.
Well, you young ladies don't have to worry none so long as you keep going down the valley over there. Snow ain't piled up that way all the way to Ma Jenkins.
Oh, well, that's marvelous. Come on, girls. Let's get started.
So long. Take care of yourselves, girls.
Come on, Edna.
Goodbye, Carol. Listen to the snow talking at us.
It's very dry snow. Our feet rub particles of it together, and the friction makes a sound.
It's kind of scary, isn't it?
Why?
Oh, I don't know. It's just as if the snow was sort of trying to talk to us. I mean, as if it was angry at our trespassing.
Hey, don't tell me we're trespassing. I don't want any country squire taking any pot shots at my constitutional amendment with rock salt. No, thank you.
Oh, don't talk nonsense, Kay. We're not trespassing. Why, this path through the valley here over to Mrs. Jenkins' house is the favorite hike of everyone who comes up this way during the winter.
What's Mrs. Jenkins got anyway that makes people walk their feet off?
Wait till you taste her cooking.
Eat. Oh, boy, let's go.
It's awfully quiet out here, isn't it?
Oh, that's the glory of it. I've had the roar of the subway in my ears so long. Okay, don't walk so fast.
Come on, look what I found.
Oh, come on, Edna.
Oh, please. Let me take your arm. I'm getting out of breath.
Well, take it easy. There's no hurry. Well, what is it, Kay?
Look, through the circle of trees here. Look what I discovered.
Well, isn't that interesting? It's a sort of a natural amphitheater.
Sure. Say, who was this guy, Daniel Boone? What's an amphitheater?
Well, that means an oval circling place with rising tiers of seats. It's, like that place we went to for the horse show.
Oh.
Back in the times of the Greeks, they had outdoor theaters.
Listen to the professor.
They made use of places just like this, where the ground sloped up and made a sort of a natural arena or stage below.
Theater. That's an idea. Sit down, gals, and I'll give you a special performance of the Kay Follies. It's awful snowy here, isn't it? I'll trample it down with my spring dance. Welcome, sweet spring.
Isn't she a nut dancing in the snow? If I had that girl's energy.
She's really graceful, isn't she? I'll bet if she went on the stage...
Kay! Kay! Kay, did you hurt yourself?
Oh, did I land on my dignity? Here, give me a hand.
Here, I'll help you. There you are.
Oh, did I take a flop?
Did you hurt yourself badly?
Oh, Liv, what in the world did I trip over? Oh, no wonder. Look at that rock under the snow. No wonder I did a nosedive. Oh,
my goodness.
Gee.
There are rocks like that all over.
Oh.
A person could break their neck if they...
Girls, what's the matter?
What is it? Kay, the rock you tripped over. It's not a rock.
What are you talking about? Of course it's a rock.
Well, yes, but it's something more than that. It's a tombstone.
Oh. Tombstone? Oh, no, it can't be.
Look for yourself. It says, "Here lies buried the remains of one who, restless in life..."
Stop. Don't read anymore. Stop. And all these other stones laying flat on the ground. They're tombstones, too?
Yes.
Whew, what a place to pick to dance.
Oh! What's the matter, Edna?
What did you scream for?
Kay, you danced on the grave.
What?
You danced on the grave. I saw you do it. You danced on the grave. Okay.
Edna, stop it.
Stop it.
What's come into her? Edna, stop acting
Edna,
like
stop,
that.
for heaven's sake. Control yourself. Okay. Kay, I'm so sorry for you. You danced on a grave.
For heaven's sake, stop talking like that. Sure, I danced on a grave.
Well, yes, of course you did. It was perfectly accidental.
And what if it wasn't? What of it?
The poltergeist.
The what?
Edna Hanson, what are you talking about? What's that word you just used? Poltergeist. Okay, what have you done?
You superstitious little fool. If you don't stop talking that way, I'm going to slap your face. What's the matter with you? I didn't do anything.
You walked on the grave. You danced on the grave.
Edna,
be sensible. We all walked on graves, but it was purely accidental.
Yeah.
We had no intention of desecrating them. It doesn't matter, I tell you. It doesn't matter. The poltergeist. He'll come. I know he will.
Oh, what's the use? She's crazy.
Edna, what are you talking about? What's the poltergeist? What are you so frightened about? My father, he told me, if you walk on a grave, if you dance on a grave, the poltergeist. Poltergeist what? What is a poltergeist? An evil spirit. It comes out of the grave. It kills. It destroys. It'll kill us. It'll kill us all.
Stop it.
It's things
Oh, please, lay off that. Will you,
Edna? But it won't get me.
Edna, come back here. She's gone insane. I'll get her.
Okay, catch her. Edna, don't run away. Nothing will hurt you. Nothing. Oh, Edna, look out. Kay, what happened? That stone. It hit Edna.
Edna, open your eyes.
Blood all over her face. Kay, who threw that stone? Who threw it? I don't know. It came from the graveyard.
Let's take a moment before we go on with our The Devil and Mr. O's story of Gravestone and listen to a message.
Mr. President, what does it mean to say love makes all things new again?
Love makes all things new again? Well, you see, if somebody's down in the dumps, that means they're very sad. I'd say, I care about you. And then they go, pew!
Why is that?
Well, when a person knows somebody cares about him, they just feel great. They just go, pew!
Oh, I see.
No, that's the same thing as love.
What's the same thing as love?
Caring about people.
Well, suppose there were two people down in the dumps, Mr. President.
Oh, I just say, I care about you, and go pew, pew.
Suppose 200 million Americans were down in the dumps, Mr. President.
I'd say, I care about you, 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 I care about you.
Love makes all things new again. Hey, what was that?
Another sound of love from the Franciscans.
We return you to the Devil and Mr. O story of Gravestone.
Now, girls, take it easy. Take it easy.
Oh, Doctor, she won't die. Tell me she won't die.
No, of course not.
And you're sure that her skull isn't fractured?
Oh, absolutely not. Maybe a little concussion, that's all.
Well, it's almost 5. Our train. Can we get someone to help us carry her down to the station so we can get her on board?
Bored? I'm telling you, that little friend of yours shouldn't be moved out of bed for a week. If you do, well, it might be just too bad.
Oh, Flo, what'll we do? You go home, Kay. I'll stay with her. Oh, no, you won't. I'm not leaving you here alone in this godforsaken place. If you stay, I stay too. Kay, please be sensible. Why should we all lose our jobs when you
If you'll excuse me, you ladies, I've got to be on my way.
Oh, yes, of course, Doctor. Is there anything more you can do for Edna, Doctor? Any medicine or something?
Nope, I've done all I can do. She's sleeping comfortable now. Miss?
Yes, Doctor?
The constable's sick, too, you know, and he's sort of depending on me to keep things straight. Now, just how did you say that little friend of yours got hurt?
Well, it was just the way we explained, Doctor. That rock came flying and...
Yes, I know, but who threw the rock?
We don't know.
What?
That's true, Doctor. We don't know.
But somebody threw it. You can't change facts. Somebody threw the rock that cracked her head.
For heaven's sakes, old man, you don't think we did it?
No, miss, I
didn't. Excited. Doctor, you've got to believe us. It happened just the way we said. All at once, that rock came flying through the air from the direction of the graveyard. It struck Edna, and we just didn't see who threw it.
All right, if that's your story. Well, you better stay in your rooms here. I mean, you better not be leaving until the constable's on his feet and has a chance to talk with you. I'll be back in a few hours and see how the girl is.
He doesn't believe us. What difference does it make? We know what we saw. But what did we see? She was running. She fell. Kay, well, let's not fool ourselves. There was no one there to throw that rock. There must have been. But there wasn't. Stop saying that! Aren't you brave enough to face facts? There wasn't any place for anyone to hide. I saw that stone. It seemed to come down out of the air. So slowly. Florence, if you don't stop talking like that... You remember what Edna said? It throws things. Stop looking at me like that. You're giving me the jitters. She said the poltergeist throws things. Spirit of evil. Florence, Rob, have you gone crazy, too? Why should we laugh at things like that? What right have we got to laugh? How do we know there aren't powers we can't see or understand? Powers of evil that revenge an insult just like an evil man. Kay, how do we know? What are you talking like that for? What are you trying to scare me for? You're supposed to be the most intelligent one of us all. You with your college degrees. Sure, I danced on the grave, but the dead are dead and they can't revenge a thing. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of anything. I tell you... What? It's Edna. Come on. Edna, we're coming to you. Don't be afraid. We're coming. Open the door, Florence. It's not locked. Doc, it won't... Here, let me. Edna, what is it? What? Edna, what? On your head.
Hey, what's going on here? I run a decent place, and I don't want you...
The girl on the bed. Her head. It's crushed flat in by a rock. God in heaven. It's not a rock. It's a tombstone.
I wish I could cry, but I haven't got any more tears.
Oh, Edna. Edna.
Florence, darling, please. You'll kill yourself if you keep on like that. Oh, if this horrible night would only end.
It was my fault. Mine. I was the one who got her out here. She didn't want to go. She hates the country. But I made her come. I made her.
No. No, you're not the one to blame. I am. I danced on the grave.
But she was so good. So sweet. Oh, why did it have to be Edna? Why?
You're right. It wasn't right for it to be her, was it?
No.
I did it, not her. I did it. I danced on the grave. I danced on the grave.
You can't deny what you see with your own eyes.
But I tell you, Doc, nobody could have carried that tombstone up the steps without me seeing him, could they?
But there it is, ain't it?
Yeah, there it is.
Either somebody's playing a terrible joke or...
You don't have to say it, Doc. I know.
That's just the trouble. You don't know, and I don't know, and nobody knows.
Yeah. And that tombstone.
Well, what about the tombstone?
I ain't quite sure, but that's a tombstone out of the old burying grounds up at the bend.
You're crazy.
No, I ain't either.
Well, that place is a good 3 miles from here.
Yeah. I know.
Who could have carted a heavy stone like that for 3 miles?
Yeah. Who?
Stop looking like that, you flap-eared old fool. Human hands carried that stone in here and killed that girl?
Sure.
Yeah, the constable will find out who did it the minute he's on his feet again. You wait and see.
No, he won't, Doc. You're smarter than me and all that, but this time you're wrong. There ain't nobody that takes in breath and leaves out breath like you and me, or the constable's going to find out who killed that girl. You know that, Doc.
Oh, stop talking. I wish the constable was here and this night was over. It's been a terrible night. Terrible.
Terrible clock. Ticking. Ticking. Yeah, I know. I've been sitting here listening to it.
I can't stand it anymore. I'll stop it.
Why bother with it?
Come on to bed, Kay. Please. There's no use sitting there. It won't help her.
Yeah. Nothing can help her. But maybe I can help you.
Me?
It was my fault. Mine. I was the reason it happened. It killed her, and it'll kill you and me, too, unless I stop.
No, don't say that.
It's true. But why should you be hurt? I'm to blame, not you. Listen, Flo. I'll go out there.
There?
Out there to the graveyard.
What?
I'll talk to it.
Kay.
I'll tell it I didn't mean to do it.
No.
But I didn't know where I was dancing.
Please.
Maybe somehow it'll hear, listen to me, and then it won't hurt
Oh,
you.
no, I won't let you go out there. It'll kill you.
Florence.
It'll kill you, too.
Florence.
No, I'll hold you. You can't go. You can't.
All right.
Come on to bed, Kay, please. In the morning things will be different.
But it won't.
Nothing will hurt us. And then they're right outside the door. They won't let anything get at us. Oh, please, Kay, please come to bed.
Yeah.
We'll pray.
Pray? I don't exactly know how.
Just say anything. Anything. Like this. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. Now you.
If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take.
Kay, are you asleep? I can't sleep anymore. Kay, tomorrow, when it gets light and everything, do you think people will believe us? Do you think so, Kay? I'm not quite sure what happened. I always used to be so sure about things. And now I'd... Kay? Kay, where are you? Kay, where... The window. She went out the window. She's gone out there. To the graveyard. To talk to it. Oh, Kay, why did you go? Why did you go? I'll go out there, too. Oh, she'll be so frightened out there alone. I'll go, too. I'll go, too. Oh, so cold. My hands. Snow so sharp. Cutting my legs. Oh, why did you go out there, Kay? Why did you? I've got to find you. Wind. Oh, why doesn't the wind stop? Blow, blow, thou winter wind. Thou art not so unkind as... Oh, I've got to find you, kid. I've got to find you. It's snowing. I love snow. Edna didn't like snow. Where are you, Kay? Where are you? I've lost my way. I've lost the road. Where are you, Kay? Kay, where are... I heard you, Kay. I heard you. I'm coming to you, Kay. We'll talk to it. We'll talk to it together. We'll tell her we didn't mean any harm, won't we, Kay? Won't we? Poor Edna. We can't help her, Kay. We can't help Edna. But I'm coming to help you, Kay. I'm coming. I'm coming. Yes, I hear you. I hear you. I'm coming, darling. I'm coming to help. I'm coming to help you. I'm coming. I'm coming. I hear you. I hear you calling my name. I hear you. Yes. Yes, I hear you. I hear you. Where are you? Where are you? No!
This way, Hooper. They must have come this way.
Climbing out the window like that in the middle of the night. They must have gone crazy, the both of them.
Well, let's not worry about that now. We've got to find them. Here, give me that lantern.
What is it, Doc? What have you found?
A shoe. One of the girl's shoes.
My gosh, stuck in the snow. We're going the right way.
Come on, move fast. We've got to get to them.
Doc, look at this.
What is it?
Over there. Ain't these footprints?
Yes. Yes. Yes, that's right. Footprints. Hello, up ahead. Hello.
Doc, we're getting pretty close to the old burying grounds.
Well?
Maybe... Oh, look here, Doc. Let's not be fools. Let's wait till morning.
What? Let those frightened girls freeze to death? Get along.
But, Doc,
You come with me, or the whole town will know what a yellow-livered no-good you are.
All right. All right. You don't have to get so sore, Doc.
Hello? Hello? Anybody up there? Hello?
Doc. Doc, look.
What?
There they are. Up ahead.
Glory be, they're alive. The both of them. Come on.
Doc. Doc, look at them. That's the burying ground up there. And they're dancing. Dancing on the graves.
What? They must be out of their heads. Come on. We've got to stop them.
Doc! Doc, wait for me! Oh, Doc, it's Doc again. Where are they, Doc? Where are the girls? Have they stopped dancing?
Yes.
Huh?
They've stopped dancing. Did they ever dance?
What are you talking about, Doc? We saw them. We saw them dancing in this place with our own eyes.
Did we? The moonlight. Here it comes again. See with your eyes again.
Oh, no.
Both of the girls froze stiff to the ground, each with her head crushed by a tombstone.
This is Mr. O, Arch Obler. Can such things happen? Well, mischievous, revengeful spirits doing all that sort of thing? In Africa once, I saw a native chief's home where rocks and pans and everything else were flying through the air, and no one was in the room. No one. I, too, have only questions, no answers, except about our next story, after a short message from your station.
These are underwater recordings of the humpbacked whale, now almost extinct. Why save the whale? We no longer need whalebone or blubber. But today, as man seeks how to adapt to life underwater, the whale has much to teach. How it navigates, why it sings, what it may be saying. For the whale, like man, is a mammal. Efforts to save this great beast may just be turning the tide. The American Museum of Natural History is playing a leadership role. There are 200 scientists at the museum dedicated to the preservation of all animals, including man. Come see our exhibition, Never Say Die. It's the story of the endangered species. The American Museum of Natural History, 79th and Central Park West. Open every day.
This is Mr. O again. Our next play in the series is titled Ancestor, and it's a ghost story, pure and simple. A girl is being held captive by criminals, and as she tries to... But that's next time.
Well, I hope you liked our little story about the Poltergeist. Coming up next, I have an Inner Sanctum mystery. This episode is about a cat lover that you dare not try to mess with. Maybe it's not the kitty cat you were expecting. Sit back and enjoy this perfect treat. This is the Inner Sanctum mystery with Death Has Claws. You're listening to 8 Weeks of Halloween on Antiquity Radio. I hope you enjoy, boys and ghouls.
Inner Sanctum Mystery, starring Senator Satriga. Brought to you by the makers of Carter's Little Liver Pill, the best friends to your sunny disposition. Good evening, friends.
your host of the Inner Sanctum. Yes, he's bidding you welcome once again. Come in. Make yourselves comfortable. That is, as comfortable as you can around this very strange man we're going to introduce to you now. Yes, he's quite a character. Someone who hates you, one and all. But don't be alarmed. There are plenty of others here just as frightened as you. So do join us, because misery loves company.
Inner Sanctum Mysteries brings you one of radio's best-known stars, Mr. Santos Ortega. Tonight, Mr. Ortega appears as Gerald Hagen in Death Has Claws, an original radio drama by Sigmund Miller, presented for your entertainment by the makers of Carter's Little Liver Pills, the laxative with the two-way action. Everybody knows what the name Carter's Little Liver Pills means. That's why, for over 60 years, folks have bought them and taken them with confidence whenever a gentle, efficient laxative was needed. Yes, and they've known, too, that the name Carter's Little Liver Pills also means added help, because they wake up the flow of a very important digestive juice. When this juice flows at the rate nature intended, it helps tone up the digestive system so that most folks can lose that bogged down, grumpy, listless feeling that so often accompanies sluggish, lazy digestion. So take advantage of this time-tested two-way relief, and always ask your druggist for genuine Carter's Little Liver Pills, the best friend to your sunny disposition.
Backyard of a tenement house on Bailey Street. Mr. Church, one of the tenants, has just rushed downstairs from his apartment in a fury. For the third night in succession, his sleep has been disturbed by a cat howling in the alley.
I'll bash your head. You ain't gonna break up my sleep anymore.
That's Tuesday.
Oh, hello. Didn't expect to find anyone here at this hour. You're Mr. Hagen, aren't you?
Yes, Mr. Church. Whom do you intend to kill with that bat?
Those blasted cats. I haven't been able to sleep for 3 nights. I'm all worn out.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Mr. Church. It isn't right to take the life of a defenseless animal.
Defenseless? What about me? My sleep is more important than the miserable life of one of these pets.
Bad luck to kill a cat.
Bad luck, my eye. Oh, I get it. You're the guy who keeps a house full of pets.
I have 3 cats.
I don't care how many cats you have or whose pets they are. They ain't gonna howl anymore in this yard when I'm through with them.
I warn you, Mr. Kirsch. Leave those cats alone. I tell you, it's bad luck to kill any of these beautiful creatures.
Oh, crackpot. Can't argue with a crackpot. To me, cats are disgusting. Can't even bear to touch them.
The most beautiful creatures in the world.
Maybe they are to you, but they won't be so beautiful after I get through with them.
You had better go back to sleep and leave the cats alone.
Go back to sleep yourself. Oh, what are you doing up at this hour anyway?
I had a premonition that Apollo was in danger.
Who the devil is Apollo?
My silver gray Persian. With fur of the finest texture.
Oh, you're nuts, Mr. Hayden. I'm gonna get those cats if it takes all night.
Go back to your apartment, you fool, before it's too late.
There they are.
Don't, Mr. Kirsch.
Missed them. But I am gonna get them.
Strike at them again.
Let me go.
I warned you.
I won't.
You leave them alone. Kill my cats, would you? Pest, you call them. You'll never call them that again. You're dead. You loathsome boor. You ignorant lout. And I'll kill anyone else who dares to lay a hand on my beloved friend.
You're all my enemies. I must be clever. $100. Don't be money. Tear it up and throw it away. Here you are, my beautiful one. Come. Let's get back before he even sees us.
The doctor here.
Mrs. Kirsch?
Yes, he's Mrs. Kirsch.
Oh, sorry, Mrs. Kirsch, but you'll have to answer a few questions.
My poor Granny. He's dead.
What was your husband doing in the yard?
I told him not to go downstairs. He wouldn't listen. The cat was driving him crazy. He couldn't sleep.
Did anybody hate your husband? Was he ever threatened?
Hated. No, he hated my Johnny. He never bothered anyone. He was a good, hard-working husband.
Do you know what time he left the house?
About 2:30.
And when did you go down to look for him?
3 o'clock. I couldn't understand what kept him. There he was, lying in the yard, on his back, his eyes open. I screamed. I got in and everything after that. Oh, Granny.
Well, that'll be all now. Come on, Sergeant. We'll go through the rest of the house. We're going to investigate every tenant in this building. This isn't a robbery. The wallet was found alongside the body. No thief would stop to empty a wallet. Anyone who committed a murder would get away from the scene as fast as he could. Let's go, Sergeant. We'll start from the first floor and work our way up. Who's there? Open up, Mr. Police.
What's the matter? Is anything wrong?
One of your neighbors, Dan Kirsch, was murdered about an hour ago.
Kirsch murdered? Oh, terrible.
What's your name?
My name's Gerald Hagan.
How come you didn't hear anything?
I was asleep.
You sleep very soundly.
Yes, I do.
Strange that you slept through all this.
Very common. Do you sleep at this hour? It'd be unusual if I weren't.
Where do you sleep, Hagan?
In the bedroom.
Wise guy, eh?
Question was a bit obvious.
That's just a little too cool to suit me. Most anyone would be shocked and horrified being awakened in the middle of the night, told that a neighbor was murdered.
Not my nature to be excitable. I think it's a good way to be.
I'll take a look at your bed.
Follow me.
Rumpled, all right.
What are you doing?
Just feeling it. It's not too warm.
I'm sorry. It's cooled off.
How long were you asleep?
I went to sleep a little before midnight.
And you heard nothing?
No, sir, nothing at all. I can't hear anything when I'm asleep.
Are you sure you didn't hear a scream?
No, I didn't.
Let's see your hand.
What for?
I said let's see your hand.
All right. Here they are. Nothing strange or unusual about them.
That scratch on your hand. Where did you get it?
If you look closely, you'll see that it's a few days old. I didn't kill Mr. Kirk. I have no reason to kill him or anyone else. I'm a peaceful, law-abiding citizen.
Did you know Mr. Kirsch?
Not very well. I nodded to him whenever I saw him.
Mr. Hagan, do you live alone?
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
I'm retired.
All right. right, Hagen. I guess that's all right now.
Good night, officer. I hope you find the criminal.
We will.
Why don't you look where you're going? You stepped on my cat's tail.
I'm sorry. Hey, wait a minute. Dan Kirsch was killed trying to get rid of the tomcats which have been disturbing his sleep. Your cat might have been one of them. Very possible. You love cats, don't you?
Yes, I'm quite fond of them. I have 3.
So, you have 3.
That's right. There are 4 or 5 other families in this tenement who keep cats. I guess there are millions of people who own them as pets. There's nothing strange or queer about keeping pets.
Nothing strange about keeping the pets, but 3 is something different. I'm going now, but I'll be back. There's nothing I can pin on you, but somehow I feel that you know more than you appear to know. You look into this more thoroughly later. Good night, Mr. Hagen.
You contemptible meddler. Oh, I'd like to put my arms around your miserable throat and squeeze it until your eyes bulge and your face turn purple. Show myself a great effort. I can be calm when necessary. But I can also strike with the lightning speed of a cat. Beware, my foolish, meddling officer. Beware of my irresistible fury. It's you, Sheba, my dainty one. You want to be correct, don't you? Being your slave, what should I do but depend upon the hours and times of your desire? I wonder if any of Gerald Hagen's cats are lost. And if they are, you can take the word of Raymond, your host here in the Inner Sanctum, that I won't let them cross your path. But I guess you'd prefer the cats, though, to Gerald Hagen, wouldn't you? Now, he doesn't seem to like halfway measures. No. And wise folks who need a laxative don't like halfway measures either, when two-way help is probably needed. That's why they take Carter's little liver pills. The laxative with its dependable two-way action. First, Carter's little liver pills relieve irregularity, gently, fairly, and patiently. Second, they wake up the flow of a very important digestive juice, usually within a half hour. This digestive juice is a vital aid in toning up a lazy digestive system and helps most folks enjoy the happy sense of well-being that goes with the normal and proper digestion of food. So next time you need relief from the gloom of irregularity and a slowed-up digestion, don't go after them in a half-hearted way. Ask for Carter's little liver pills, the time-tested laxative that helps in more ways than one. Now back to our Inner Sanctum mystery. You'd like another minute? Oh, no. I'm sorry, but we can't keep Hagen waiting. He's so impatient, he's liable to do anything. But don't be afraid. I'm always with you. The following night in the apartment of Mrs. Jackson, a widow living with her son Robert. She's the next-door neighbor of Hagen. The whole tenement is frightened out of its wits by the murder of Dan Kirsch, and Mrs. Jackson is no exception. She's listening to the radio.
Police working on the Kirsch murder case are at a loss. The murdered man's money was discovered near the spot where the body was found, torn to shreds. Residents of Bailey Street are asked to cooperate with the police by reporting any suspicious character immediately, and to take extra precautions until the criminal is apprehended. The man may be a deranged killer. And now the sport. The busting...
Good heavens, a madman. Bobby, come here.
Yes, Mommy?
It's time for you to go to bed, darling. I have a surprise for you.
How would you like to sleep in Mommy's bed? You, Mommy? Yes, darling. Both of us together. And you can have a holiday tomorrow. And I don't have to go to school? No, you can stay home with Mommy all day. Bobby, come here. Oh, your hand's cold, Mommy. What's happening in this house now? Who's there?
Hey. Just had a telephone call that a suspicious-looking fellow was seen going into this house. Hear anybody walking past your door?
Yes, someone seemed to be in a hurry.
Where'd he go?
Well, it seemed to me as if he were going upstairs. Then I'm not sure, but I thought I heard footsteps in the vacant apartment directly above me.
Thank you, ma'am. Which one is empty first?
This one off. 4C.
Hey, break in your room, all of you. Someone's liable to get hurt. Oh, here you are, sir. Lady downstairs says she heard footsteps in the empty apartment. Better take a look.
All right. Keep your gun ready. We don't know who's in there. You in there? Come on out.
I turned the knob and pushed the door open with my foot.
Well, there's no one in this room. Come on, we'll look through the rest of the apartment.
Oh, I guess there's no one here.
Wait. The window's open. Leads to the roof. You go around through the hallway, I'll go through the fire escape. Did you notice anything?
No, but this roof has plenty of places to hide.
Just a minute. There's something behind that ledge.
Yeah, I hear something.
Come on out or we'll shoot. Shoot at the first thing that moves from that ledge. It's only a cat. We killed it. Too bad. We can't take any chances with a dangerous killer on the loose. Come on, we'll take another look around.
My cat. Huh? What have you done to my cat?
Oh, it's you, Hagen. What are you doing here?
I heard my cat scream. What have you done to him?
Well, we shot him by accident.
Apollo. My beautiful Apollo. You heartless butcher.
Take it easy, Hagen, and watch your tongue. We didn't mean to kill your cat. We just aren't taking chances with a dangerous killer on the loose.
My poor Apollo. Dead. I wouldn't let you live. I wouldn't.
Where are you going with that cat?
Leave me alone. You've done your job.
Better call the SPCA or the Department of Sanitation to get rid of that dead animal.
Department of Sanitation? You think my cat is just refuse? To be gotten rid of like a pail of garbage? It was a living and beautiful animal. A moment ago it had a life, a heart, consciousness, feelings, dignity. Its life was as important to it as your life is to you. How dare you call it garbage?
I didn't call it anything.
Let me bear it. I'm taking my cat to my room.
You'd better get rid of it fast before it begins to deteriorate.
That's my business.
He's a queer egg, that guy. Queer enough to do anything.
Beloved friend, they killed you. Some brutal, unfeeling descendants of hate destroyed you. I laid you down on your favorite cushion. They killed you. Your life meant nothing to them. Nothing at all. To them you were only a cat. Another animal. What do they know of your superb grace? How exquisitely and silently you walk, keeping your head erect with dignity. And you, Empress, and you, Sheba, my only remaining friend, they've killed our Apollo. No more will he sit on my lap. No more will I stroke his rich glossy fur.
and never to hear its sweet purring again. Please, Mrs. Crosby, you shan't go unpunished. I swear it. I'll wipe that murderer from the face of the earth. I'll kill him by degrees. Let him feel the torture, suffering, and slow suffocation. I'll squeeze the breath from him until he begs with his eyes for pity. Until the muscles cracked in his throat. Till his brow becomes dark with the cold touch of death. I promise you, Sheba, Empress, I won't rest until he is dead. Dead by my own two hands.
Who's there?
Guy, Hagen.
Who?
Hagen, your next door neighbor.
Oh, I'm sorry I made you wait, Mr. Hagen, but I'm so nervous since Mr. Place was killed. You can't be too sure in this house anymore. Every time I hear a knock on the door, my heart jumps into my mouth.
I don't think there's anything more to worry about.
You don't think the maniac will come back?
I don't think it was a maniac, Mrs. Jessup.
You don't? Well, what makes you think so?
Oh, I don't know. I just think.
Mr. Hagen, I heard about the cat being killed last night. It's a shame. He was such a beautiful animal and so smart.
He killed my pet in cold blood. Oh, I hate them.
Oh, it's terrible, I know, but I wouldn't hate them. After all, they didn't mean to do it.
All I know is that they shot Apollo. I'm worried about my other cat, Sheba. Have you seen her at all today?
Yes, she was in the hall a little while ago. Oh, I tell you, Mr. Hagen, this house is giving me a nervous breakdown. I haven't let Bobby go to school for 2 days. I'm afraid I don't know what to do. I have so much shopping to do, and I'm afraid to leave him alone. Tell me, would it be too much trouble, Mr. Hagen, if I asked you to stay with Bobby while I did some shopping?
Well, of course, Mrs. Jackson. I'll be glad to watch him for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Not at all.
I'll just get my purse. I won't be more than 15 minutes.
That's all right. No need to worry. There's nothing special to do anyway.
Oh, here's the cat now. It just walked in.
Oh, here you are, my darling Sheba. Been hiding in the hall, haven't you?
Now, you be a good boy, Bobby. Don't give Mr. Hagen
This is good, Mommy.
So you're having a holiday, are you, Bobby?
Yes, Miss Hagen. Mine wants me to stay home.
What class are you in?
I'm in 1A4, sitting first or second C.
Oh, that's very good. You know any poems?
Oh, yeah, I know. Hickory dickory dock.
Let me hear it.
Oh.
Come on, don't be shy. I'll tell you what, if you recite a poem, I'll recite one on.
You promise?
Yes, I promise.
Right. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one, and down he runs. Hickory dickory dock.
Very good.
Now you recite.
All right. Pussycat, pussycat, where have you been? I went to London to see the Queen. Pussycat, pussycat, what did you there? I frightened a little mouse under her chair.
More. Tell me more.
All right, you know this one. Ding dong bell. Pussy's in the well.
Oh, you already recited one about a cat. Now tell me one about a dog.
Don't you like cats?
Oh, I like dogs better. I wish I had a dog.
They're disgusting.
Well, I like dogs 100 times better than cats.
Keep quiet, you little fool. What do you know about cats? Nothing at all.
Are you mad at me, Mr. Hagen?
I don't like little boys who don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, here you pussy. Here, pussy. Here, pussy.
Let go of her tail.
I can pick up the cat by the neck.
Get your hands off of your little brat. Just like the rest of your breed, I'll take care of you. You'll never hurt me more.
What are you doing to my boy? Are you crazy?
Torment my cat, will you?
Keep your hands off me.
Neither of you will ever lay a hand on my cats again. No one's going to save you. Freeze! Stop there, you. Don't come any nearer.
I've got a knife.
Any of you come any closer? Put this knife in our heart. Hold off a moment, boys. Put that knife down, Hagen. You haven't got a chance. I warn you.
Keep away. You haven't a chance, Hagen. Come a little closer, Captain. I'll let you feel my fingers around your throat. If you don't put that knife down immediately, I'm going to shoot your cat. I'll kill you. All right, boys, get him. There we go. There we go. He's got my cat. He's got my cat. There you go. You hostile. Put the bracelet there. No one get Mrs. Jackson's glass of water. Take her to the bedroom. She's fainted. All right, Sonny. Your mother's all right. Take him in with his mother. Oh, we got you at last, Miss Benningham. I have been keeping a close watch on you for the past few days. Did you kill Dan Kirsch? Yes, I killed him. And I do it again. He tried to kill Apollo with a bat. He got what he deserved. Did you kill anyone else? Yes. Last year, a fellow by the name of Weaver ran over one of my cats. I got his license number. A week later, I caught him in the hallway of his house. He'll never run over any more cats. You're a homicidal maniac, Hagen. A maniac, you say? Because I watch over my cats and keep them from harm? I'm the only one here with even a spark of decency. I understand the nobility of cats. The only true friends I've had. They never deserted me, no matter what happened. That's more than I can say of the human race. My partner cheated me out of my money. My wife and all my friends left me when I lost my wealth. But my cats, they stayed. They've been my only true friends. Take them into the wagon, boys. My cats! I killed them all! I killed my cats! My cats! I killed them!
Well, must admit, Hagen's murder motive was something unusual. Bash, it's cat. Now, if any of you ever threw a shoe at someone's cat snarling in your backyard, I'd advise you to leave quietly now and go home with a friend tonight. Well, it's about time to close the door to the Inner Sanctum until this same time next Sunday evening. Now listen in, won't you, and invite your friends, too, also. Oh, by the way, you happen to know anyone who's looking for a pet? We have 2 cats roaming around here who need a good home. Their names? Sheba and Empress. Well, here they are right now. I'll just put your name and address on a slip of paper and slip it under the squeaking door. And if you want the name of a good mystery story, there's the title of this month's Inner Sanctum novel, The Death of a Novelist, by Sally Wood. Friends, during the holidays, when the spirit of giving is in the air, don't forget 2 ways you can give right now. That means so much. Give to the Red Cross. It needs your help as never before. And 2, give to Uncle Sam. Give him more power to defend America by buying United States defense bonds and saving stamps. Buy all that you can today and every day. Well, good night. Pleasant dreams. Attention, mystery fans. One of the first things a detective looks for is a motive, an all-important reason. What do you think it was that prompted John Gordon to say to his wife, "If I have to show Aunt May and Uncle Tim around again tomorrow, I'll be a nervous wreck"?
Why? You've been looking forward to showing them this side for weeks.
That's right. Put me in the wrong.
Well, you are. Don't you suppose they can see how grouchy and irritable you've become, even with me?
Oh, don't be silly.
I'm not, John. You haven't been your cheerful self for days. Why don't you see if you can't get your good disposition back again?
How can I when I feel so lousy and sluggish?
Try Carter's little liver pills.
Right. And when you don't feel good, try Carter's Little Liver Pills. They do the work of calomel, but have no calomel in them. For they are simple pills made of vegetable drugs. They wake up the flow of one of our most vital digestive juices. When this vital juice flows at the rate of about 2 pints a day, It helps to digest our food and bring back the glorious feeling that goes with regularity. Then most folks feel like happy days are here again. But be sure you get the genuine Carter's Little Liver Pills. 25 cents at all drugstores. This is the Blue Network, operated by the National Broadcasting Company.